If you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to make a podcast, with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. Download the Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started.
Everybody, and welcome once again to a Lawful Stupid production presents Uncle Chainsaw's Tabletop Workshop Goblin Quest.
Yeah!
Yay!
Joining me as always are my stalwart companions, Devin.
Just pick one.
A lot of love to that seat, Davenport, because the Davenport's like a small couch, like a love seat, and I love your butt. Did that come through?
The love your butt part kind of drove it home.
Okay, perfect. And then we have Alexandra, but only when she's been naughty daddy.
I knew it was going to come back.
The Baba Black Sheep Shepherd, and of course, that is it. That's everybody that I know and love. Anybody not on that
Rest
list
in peace, Dwayne.
is dead to me forever. So this is...
Ginge will just be editing Dwayne in for the rest of the episode at this point.
We went back, we confirmed we did have him saying every word, and we really only needed you make and your way. Moving. I got him. Seeing him while he's not here, just beat him while he's defenseless. Yep. We are here with an Uncle Chainsaw's Tabletop Workshop production of Goblin Quest. Goblin Quest is a fun little storytelling RPG where we'll be taking on some clutches, some hatches, some tribes, some clans of goblins, and we will be attempting to do a quest. That's what they call it. What's that, Devin?
Goblin Quest.
That's what they call it. That's what they call it. That you got it. You nailed it in one. So we've done our homework here, and we're going to kind of go through the rules with you as we set up the game, and it should be a lot of fun. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm pumped. Okay, so we are going to first establish our clutches. So under the honorific, so we've got our character sheets here that we'll be filling out as we start the game. We are these goblins. We're in this world, and you need an honorific for the surname for your clutch that kind of distincts what you are. You need an expertise, what that clutch is really particularly good at, and then you need a noteworthy mark, something that kind of just distinctive about that clan that's kind of true for all of them and sets them apart from any other goblins. So does anybody want to start with their clutch? Does anybody want to reveal their darkest goblin secrets?
I do. I got it.
Avon does? Okay, what you got, Avon?
I got it. So their clutch, they're called the wall spider.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good at climbing.
Okay, makes sense. I like that.
Yep. And their notable mark is that they have leaf pattern skin. It was a whole, in my head, a whole shenanigan. What's it called?
Adaptation? Evolutionary?
No, like story of Romeo and Juliet kind of vibe. And I can't get the
tragedy?
No. Falling in love with somebody you're not supposed to.
Star-crossed lovers.
Yes. Thank you. I was like, what is the word I'm looking for? And it's not coming to my brain. And they had a whole thing with another clan, so now this is their merge clan.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Mm-hmm. Very cool. Devin, do you want to share with me your darkest goblin secrets?
That's super dark. So the clutch is of the leg pit. So everyone is so and so of the leg pit.
Of the leg pit.
Their expertise is ventriloquism. And the notable mark is everyone in this clutch wears a themed puppet on one of their hands.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very exciting.
Oh no! I hate everything.
Why are they of the leg pit?
I mean, I guess I could tell you. So, the way that they ventriloquize or throw voices is through like, you know, how you do like when you're a kid, you did fart noises with your armpit.
I
do
know
it
that.
with their leg pit instead, and then they use
And
the
that
puppet.
makes words.
That makes words. That's how they do it.
Okay, wow! I'm really excited to hear that.
Yeah.
My clutch, my deepest, darkest goblin secrets is that my clutch are the screamers. Their expertise is rock. Their notable mark is they have like huge, like very sensitive ears that would make them very good at hearing things had they not all blown their own eardrums out doing really hardcore rock and roll. That's them. Cool. Those will be our clutches. We will be playing Gerblins from those clutches all throughout. And one thing that we will always have constant is our ancestral heirloom. It is passed from Gerblin to Gerblin on our quest. And so we're going to kind of run through those. We'll go through the same order, starting with Abon. What's your ancestral heirloom?
I've called it the plush rope of death. And what it is it's a scarf. It's very soft, very warm. Good at tying things.
How does it become of death? How does it gotten that reputation?
Probably like as the goblin generation's gone by, maybe someone trips and it just chokes them at the neck.
And then forever it was of death.
Basically. Or if they wanted to catch some prey, they managed to get the chicken and just strangle it.
Oh, they choke the chicken? Is that what they do, Avon?
Yeah. I mean, do you want me to do a dog? Because then the whole world will hate me if I say dog or cat.
Well, no.
Or cows are too big for a goblin.
Avon, did you know that a euphemism for a man masturbating is choke the chicken?
No, I did not.
What do you mean? You're like, what? You're gonna paint me as a chicken hater? And I'm like, no.
A recent Gallup poll showed that 100% of
darker
those
goblin
polled.
secret.
Oh no. No. Hello world, how innocent is Avon? Let's prove it on the podcast throughout every single episode for the rest of our lives, I guess.
That's very fun for everyone. Cool. Do you have they won't be able to see it at home until they go into the show notes, but can you show us your picture of your ancestral heirloom?
Yeah, I can show it. It's a very simple grayish.
Oh, so
scarf.
simple. So simple. It looks beautiful.
So simple. I shaded it and everything.
I shaded mine too. You wait.
I'm excited.
Devin, you want to share with us your ancestral heirloom?
Yeah, it's a sack hat of hiding.
Okay.
And it's basically just a paper bag that they wear on their heads, and it has like its own like zombie face. And it's good at highlighting hiding spots in the immediate area, or so they believe.
Oh.
And so, and that's
so in order to look for something really good, they put a bag over the face that is not magical in any way. It just stops them from seeing.
Yes.
Okay.
So they just think that it is like, oh, this will give me. I will be able to see the best hiding spots. With this
Right. That's awesome. Do you want to show us your picture?
Oh, it's not great, but
I'd love to see it anyway. Oh, I love it.
It's beautiful.
That's really good. Yeah, that's good, man. That's pretty good. The Screama's ancestral heirloom is the Rock of Rolling. It has a very flat base, and it is like a bumpy on the top, and it is really good at rolling. It's terrible. It is the worst. It is the least, as you can see here, it is the least rollable rock you've ever seen in your entire life. It is not good at rolling, but they sure do say that it is because it's a good name.
So what happened to make the rock that way?
What made the rock shape like that?
Yeah, why did it stop rolling?
It never started rolling. So in the long ago, during the first Screama's family dinner, on Gerblin's on St. Gerblin's Day, they deemed they had the role of rocking, and it was great, but it was pretty instantly devoured. And so they made another roll of rocking, and they did that over and over again. They would rock and they would eat the rolls, but food is scarce in Gerblin times, and frankly, Nana Screama got really tired of having to make all these rolls. So she made so she said, well, now we've got the rock of rolling here, and she just took a rock from the garden. It did not in any way deter any of the Gerblins from the Screama clan from trying to eat the rock of rolling, and that has led to its altered shape. It is also ceremonial. Anytime anyone is punished within the Screama's clan, they are bludgeoned pretty severely with the rock of rolling.
Dang.
Thanks, Nana Screama.
Nana Screama took no prisoners. So this is my deep Gerblin lore. No, I'm definitely not making up every word at a time. I definitely have exactly an idea of what the next word out of my mouth will be right now. So there we go. Those are our clans and their things they're good at and their ancestral heirlooms and all of that. So now we will go into our first goblin. So our goblins, well, I don't really know how to tell people this. Your goldfish and you went away to camp and you came back and your parents told you your goldfish went away to live on a goldfish farm upstate, and you're like, goldfish farm? And they were like, it's a big bowl. Actually that goldfish died. It perished. It became nothing. Okay. Well,
it ran away.
In this fantasy world, Wink, that's nothing like Goldfish World, Wink, that is a thing that can happen to your Gerblins, and very likely will happen to our Gerblins. But don't worry, we've got 5 of them each. So if anything happens, we'll be able to move along. But we're going to describe our first Gerblins, and we'll talk about those. If you want to start us off, Abon?
Yeah. My first Gerblin, I feel like I'm just going to refer to them as a they the entire time. They got like spiky hair, little side bangs, and they wear a mask. They wear basically all black, the scarf around their neck. They're treading the dangerous waters, but they're brave enough for it. They're wearing a crop top kind of shirt and like ninja pants and gloves going on, foot wrappings. They're pretty cool looking. Mainly green skin, little touches of purple, and the traditional family leaf pattern skin going on.
Very cool.
I guess that's mine. So I had. Do we do names? We do names for?
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. What was their name and defining feature?
Their name is Twig, and they're very sneaky.
Very sneaky.
All right. I've got Hoppy. This is a light green colored goblin we have here. Looks like a baby though. Wears a diaper, has a shirt that's too small. You can see the belly button, carries a rattler, and has on like a party hat, celebrating 2 days of age.
Okay.
So Hoppy's defining feature is that they're happy, just smiling.
Hoppy is happy. Very cool. I like it. My first Gerblin's name is Banga. Banga has huge arms, just gigantic arms for a goblin, just super ripped. He's got like pencil-colored skin with like these pencil-colored eyes, and like she's got like this top. It's like a deep cut V-neck, but like just kind of. It's like a rag, basically. That's pencil colored. He's got like a kilt that he wears. He wears like a kilt, and it's like got like
checkered pencil pattern.
Well, yeah. It's for sure. It's a traditional checkered pencil colored kilt, but it's also got like little bits of bone that are pencil colored, and like leather, and some pencil colored feathers.
Maybe graphite might be your better word.
Could be. He's got these two drumsticks, and those are both graphite colored. He's got earrings. He's got like a shaved head. He's got sunglasses. And people are like, "Where'd you get the sunglasses?" And he's just like, "Fuck you, mate! I do rock and roll." So yeah, he's a cool guy. And those are our first Gerblin.
I don't want him to die.
Then it says we have to practice our Gerblin voice. So just real quick, as we just go through and give just a line or two of our Gerblin voices, starting, of course, with Avon.
No, I'm sneaky. They don't ever talk. What are you talking about?
No, they gotta talk. It's in the rules. Avon, what's their voice sound like?
I was like, now I have to think of a line to actually say. I hate everything about this. I'm going to be high and squeaky and work on this god-awful project.
Hooray for me. Devin.
No one puts Hoppy in a corner.
All right. And then, fuck you, mate. I do rock and roll. That's how I got my shit. Fuck you.
I said I love you, honey, and I hope you have a good day at school.
Yeah, fuck your fucking school and fuck your fucking day. I'm going to kind of a fucking day. I want a bad day. I have a fucking bad day. I rock and roll, you pussy. Listen up, you fucking virgins.
I hope so. Can your entire clan just have the same voice? I vote that your clan specifically has the same attitude.
There's a familial bond. There'll be maybe slight deviations if I can afford it. If I have enough currency, you know. Right. So we've practiced our Gerblin voices. All right, moving right along in the rulebook here. Okay, so now we have to create a quest, and we have kind of all come together and agreed beforehand on what our quest is going to be. Our overarching goal that we want to do is we want to steal a wand from the Dark Wizards. We want a Dark Wizard wand. I think that all of our clans have different reasons for wanting it. Avon, what does your clan want this magical wand?
We want to ascend into the lifehood of becoming an actual spider.
Oh, you want to become spiders?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Devin?
The longest that goblins live, as everyone knows, is a week. Like, you maybe get a week and a day from the oldest known goblins. We want to live double that, so we want to steal it because we want to live for 2 weeks.
2 whole weeks?
2 weeks?
What would you do with all that time? It would drive you mad. To have to exist for 2 weeks, I can think of no greater torture.
What do you, Sir Raka? What would you like to?
Well, we're the Screamers clan.
The Screamers.
So the Screamers want to make music louder than anyone has ever made music before. They have, like I said, they've essentially very, very much deafened themselves, hence why they're screaming all the time. And they just want to play music so loud that like it's too loud for them again with their reduced hearing. So they just basically want an amplifier.
So you're saying make music loud again is what, like 2021?
2024.
Make music
loud again. Vote for Banga Screamers. Banga Screamer.
Hey,
2024.
What's his like kind of like elevator pitch for voting for him? How does he put that?
Fuck you fucking losers! Vote for me! I got all the I know more than everybody. I'm so bloody smart. I'll kiss your mum.
I love you too, honey.
Fuck you! Go back to the church!
That's just his way of showing love.
So that is that. Okay. So we've decided what we want to do. So the question we now have to ask ourselves is, what materials do we need to do it? So what do we need to get in order to pull this off?
Oh, okay.
So,
well, we have to go to the Black Tower of Wizards.
We definitely have to get into the Black Tower of Wizards if we want to get a wand, for sure.
Okay.
So do we need a key?
Yeah, we'll probably need a
I'd
key.
agree with that.
Wizards probably lock it up.
So maybe we'll put task 1, stage 1, get key to Black Tower.
Get key to tower. We probably also need like badges, right? I imagine there are some like peons that come through there, but maybe they have like official badges to let them in for things.
Okay, so we need to get
Like a disguise, even.
Okay, we need to drill a little bit deeper into this. So there's some sort. So you're saying that some of the goblins, well, all the goblins are forced into like in servitude by the wizards and the hobgoblins and the orcs and all that.
Yeah.
But you're saying that some of them have like elevated privilege status. For the week that they're alive, yes, they are allowed to. No, I think that maybe maybe they're engineered because Gerblins are engineered by the Dark Wizards, so maybe they want certain things in their pages and they're like more personal Gerblins, and maybe they have like a distinctive feature. Maybe there's
golden goblins, and we need to become gold. We have to get a disguise that makes us gold.
What if they were
glitter?
Glittery.
What if they
glitter
had
and glue?
Big giant noses?
Yeah, that'd be easily discernible, right? You wouldn't have to do too much checking to see that.
Right, but like we're dumb goblins. So how would we solve this problem?
To get big noses.
We would go get big noses. So like,
but who has big noses? I mean, I guess based on the races.
I wonder.
I don't know that answer.
The other goblins, the administrator goblins.
Oh yes.
So we could, I'd get one and cut their nose.
Well, I mean, there's that one clan, the Nostrils.
The
Nostrilias, they have their whole clan is known for that.
Or maybe it's something else. Maybe it's
Say Zebra's thing. Say Zebra's thing.
I will not.
Okay.
No, that's bad.
So I don't know. Yeah, I think we do have to get noses from someone else.
Well, yeah, well, what if we end up just like making noses like the toys
type?
No, like dog toys. You know, like if they had like a tennis ball or ye olden ball, right? We just get that, stick it on your nose. You know, a clown nose.
Well, okay. How about this? What if bugbears, right? They're over there in their bugbear shanties. What if their favorite snacks are plantains? And what if we have to get some that's just another sneak and get this is harder than I thought it would be.
So I think where you're trying to get at is we don't want to each thing like, well, I don't know, it's on here, it's like steal.
In order to sneak into the Black Tower of the Wizards and steal a wand, I don't want to sneak into the Great Hobgoblin bureaucracy to steal a badge.
So this is
the Bugbear Shanties to steal. I don't want to have to do that.
So are we filling out tasks? Like the first task would be to get a key, and then task 2, and then we're going to go back and do the stages for each one.
Yeah, so like we're like setting our own levels right now that we're playing through later.
Okay, so
right now we're just saying what we need to do,
so
and then later on we'll have to do it.
Task
1 is get the key. Task 2 is going to be what if we need to get like a plant that grows in like the wilderness, like the badger fields or whatever. We have to go get badger weed because it can like put a wizard to sleep or something. We could like poison their tea because they're fancy and they drink tea. Knock them out so we can steal
I
the
like
wand.
that. Yeah, let's do that.
So stage 2, grab some badger weed.
We can barter for it because we know that the badgers are pretty
No, the
badgers.
badgers. So the badgers are the equivalent of like a chimera. They're like monsters. We're gonna have to
to us, they're like really
yeah.
dangerous.
We're gonna have to this is like our combat scenario.
Or goblins. I didn't realize. I have a newfound respect.
Yeah, badgers are terrifying. Like a house cat could end a goblin for sure.
Okay, so what do we need to do with the badger?
So we gotta procure badger weed.
Yeah, I think that's loose enough before we get into the stages of doing that.
Yeah, and it's so the way that it works is like we're gonna have to get a set number of successes when we get there in order to accomplish the overall mission, and like anything that you do. Like you'd be like, I rolled to tie my shoe, and if you roll and you get a success on that, it contributes to the overall success of the mission. So you're like, I rolled to tie my shoe, and then it's like, oh, because you were bent over tying your shoe, the guards who were walking by didn't notice you, and that lets you sneak. Like it becomes part of the success, right? So
okay.
we can roll a bunch of dice, and we have to end with badger weed to be successful, which is what I say every day. Stage 3. So what's the last thing that we need as far as like gear?
What if we, instead of like taking the front door, we climbed it? So I mean, I know that goes back and removes the key, but what if we needed gear to climb?
Well, so I was just in here thinking, what if it's like one team has to go in through the main door and one team has to like climb up?
Yeah.
So if we
distraction team.
So it could be some of the main team comes in as a distraction. Like that could definitely like play into it later. But we need climbing gear is what this step is about. So stage 3 will be we got to get some climbing gear.
Okay.
It just makes sense according to like the narrative here that the hobgoblins would have it, since or not the hobgoblins, the bugbears, because the bugbears are like
thieves.
They're like secret agents. They're like, yeah, they can like they go and they do stealthy shit. So like they're gonna have climbing gear.
Mm-hmm.
So however we get it from them, we got to get from the bugbears climbing gear.
And then who do we get the key from? I guess that's part of some of the other. We're going to have to blend in from one of the other goblins.
One of the goblins that has
Big-nosed
access, or any of the other creatures that has access, or maybe we make a mold of the lock out of boogers. Like we have options.
Okay.
We're goblins, dude. Nothing's off limits.
Nothing is.
So that gives us our task 1. Get our shit. That's the materials that we need. What are we doing to get ready? So, what are we actually going to physically do? What acts need to be carried out in order to make this happen?
Oh, we need to scout to see what the key looks like. Or no shifts. We have to know shifts and that kind of thing. Like who's got keys? So
isn't this in linear order?
This is in linear order. So this is assuming that we already have those things. Now it's like, okay, we've done these things. Now what preparations do we have? We have the things we need. Now what acts do we need to do in preparation? So I think sorry,
we need to open the door, the front door, as well as climb up to, I guess, a window in the tower.
I think you're skipping a little bit ahead.
Okay, I was just wondering,
question 1 is what do you need? Question 3 is what are you doing to get ready? And question 3 is how are you actually going to do it? So you're getting into like how are you actually going to do it territory. Okay. We're still in like get preps territory. Okay. So I think that you're right, Devin. One of the things we're going to have to do is like a stakeout. Like we're going to have to like watch the tower and like see all the comings and goings and see, that's part of our something we would do to prep is like do a stakeout.
Okay.
What else would we want to do?
If it's for that particular one, for get the key.
What's that?
Is it particularly for get the key, or are we stuck on that one now?
No.
Okay.
So this is anything we're gonna do for any part of it as preparation to do this quest. So it could be ostensibly everybody does 1,000 push-ups because we want to be beefy when we go in there. It can be anything that we're doing to prep for this.
So task 2 would be our prep work for whatever stages.
Yeah, so you
doing.
can consider task 1 get gear, consider task 2 get ready, and you can consider task 3 get going, because that's when you actually do it. If that makes sense to everybody,
It does.
Fancy training montage to help train family members to go up the wall.
Training montage, just generally. Just training montage needs to be done for sure.
So we're doing a stakeout. We're doing training montage.
And then we'll do
like a rite of passage ceremony. Like it's almost like you completed training. Here's the ceremony, and you may not make it, but we've done it.
sounds like a cool stage, like a going out party, but I don't think that's necessarily where we're. Or it could. How about bolster morale?
Yeah, that could be it.
And that could be our or just get hype. I guess could be.
I feel like your clutch could really help with that.
Perhaps. Okay, so we'll do stage 3, get hype. And then we'll move on to task 3, which we'll call get going. So one thing we definitely have to do is climb the tower. That's the thing that's definitely got to happen.
Yeah.
Or maybe stage 1 will be... We'll do stage 1 is make a distraction.
Yeah, I see that.
And then stage 2 will be climb the tower. And then stage 3 will be get the hell out of Dodge.
Get the wand and get out of Dodge.
Get the wand and get out, yeah.
Poison. So, in recap, we want to steal a Dark Wizard's wand for various reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Task 1 is get gear. That gear for us, we think, is the key.
Mm-hmm.
The badger weed. What was the third thing?
Climbing gear.
Climbing gear. So once we have that to get ready, we are going to do a stakeout,
right,
to determine who's got keys, that kind of thing. We're going to do a training montage to prepare for all the things we're going to be doing, and then we're going to bolster morale, get hype just to make sure that we're really ready for it.
Yep.
And lastly, what we're going to do to execute is we're going to make a distraction. We're going to climb the tower, get the key, and then get out.
Get the wand.
Or get the wand and get out of Dodge.
That's it, my man. That's our goblin plan.
I hated doing it. I hated every second of it.
Well,
more to come.
there are starving podcasters around the world who would kill to do what you're doing. So now that is not all that there is in the world, unfortunately, because things always go wrong for goblins. Goblins are inherently unlucky. So for each task in our quest, we're going to determine a misfortune. So we'll do it this way. For Abon, roll a d6, and Devin, roll a d6.
Okay. Who do you want first? Abon first, I'm assuming?
Yeah, Abon, give me
result first.
Yeah, give me your result first, Abon.
6.
So 6 means that something's going to go wrong in stage 3. And what was your roll?
Mine was a 5.
So 5. I'm sorry, Dev, roll one more d6 for me.
4.
So I'm going to go down to the misfortune table. And so we get to choose how we want those dice to roll based on what we want. So I'll look at the misfortune table as soon as I find it. It's hidden from
page 7. Here.
It's page 7?
Yes.
That was way higher than I thought it was. Okay, so we can either do cruel nature, a big over-friendly dog approaches.
Okay.
Or rogue magic, a water spirit bound into service by the wizards grows angry and attacks.
Man, it's just, as much as I love the big dog, I feel like that's just too good for us. Like we chose to go straight for the wizard.
So, here's the thing: we know it's happening in stage 3, which is actually getting the climbing gear, which we think we're going to have to get from the bugbears. So maybe it makes sense. That's where like a big dog would come from, and not if it was during the tower part, I would say of course we're like doing shit in the tower and the water spirit gets angry. But because it's with the bugbears, maybe it's like one of the bugbear rangers' animal companions, and it's like a big mastiff.
Gotcha.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I was thinking like task 3. You're saying stage 3 of task 1.
Yes. We're gonna have to do this for each one.
Each one. Okay, so big dog. Okay.
And then we're going to go ahead and do it for task 2 as well. So for task 2, we're going to do the reverse. So Devin, roll 1d6 for me and give me a result first.
I got a 6.
You got a 6, which means we're going to be doing stage 3 again. And Avon, roll for me 2d6, please.
A 6 and a 1.
A 6 and a 1. So we can either do something important explodes.
Oh, God.
Or some bugbears decide to play goblin football. This is during this is during Get Hype.
The concert.
This is during our party.
Yes. I think it's the explosion, personally.
I want it to be the bugbears. Can you imagine just having a party and then it just gets crashed?
Bro, here's what I'm going to do. I'm making an executive decision. For stage 3, you can go ahead and mark that as some bugbears decide. On the task 1, stage 3 is going to be bugbears decide to play goblin football, because that's when we're going into the bugbear place. We did actually roll. I'm just going to switch them. Okay, so we'll do bugbear football first for task 1, stage 3.
And big dog for
no, because I'm actually doing where the fuck I want. Stage 3 is going to be something important explodes.
Okay. Perfect.
Is anybody mad about that?
No.
Nope.
Do what we want. Fuck it. YOLO.
I'm adamantly opposed.
And then
I want what sounds the most fun. Gosh darn it.
That's what I'm with. Okay, Devin.
I was just thinking like your family's on stage rocking out, and one of the amps is just you turned it up too high. Kaboom!
A lot of cool stuff can happen. We'll see how it works out. But Abon, if you want to roll one more d6 for me,
do I want to? For
please,
you, yes.
Will you please for me?
2.
2. Okay, so that's going to be stage 2 is what it's going to happen during the climb of the tower. Roll 2d6. I'll roll the last 2d6. 4 to 1. Swifts appear and dive bomb the goblins, hoping to eat their myriad lice. I guess swifts are like birds. That's kind of pretty appropriate. Or an orc war chariot goes wild and crashes through the scene. No, I think it's got to be attacked by birds. Right?
Birds, yeah, for sure. Lice birds.
That worked out good. Cool. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of trouble in our bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And we will deal real quick the difficulty ratings. So for the first task, the difficulty of each stage is equal to the number of players minus 1. Except for if a misfortune is attached to the stage, it increases the difficulty by half the number of players rounded up, which is 2 for us 3. If it wasn't just a bunch of numbers. So it's going to be stage 1, you can put a 2. I'm going to put a 2 on the left-hand side of that. Stage 2 is going to be a 2, and then stage 3 is going to be a 4. And then for the second task, difficulty of each day is equal to the number of players. So stage 1 is going to be a 3. Stage 2 will be a 3. Stage 3 will be a 5. And then you guessed that the last one is number of players plus 1. So stage 1 is going to be 4. Stage 2 will be a whopping 6. And then stage 3 will be a 4. So those will be our difficulties. Like I said before, basically we're just going to go through and we're going to set the scenes and we're going to role play it and we're going to try to do stuff by rolling d6. And we're just going to do our best to do this. And we need a number of successes equal to the challenge rating in order to succeed. So for the first one, we only need 2, and it gets more and more difficult as you can see. So we roll right into it. So task 1, getting the gear. Or if you guys want to do like an establishing scene, like in character, like us coming together and agreeing to do this, or did that happen off camera?
I think it would be a good intro to have.
I think so too. So let's go ahead and say that we're there. It's another shitty day in our shitty goblin lives, getting stepped on by the wizards again. And we've just been right down the goblin pits, hanging out, smoking, rolling dice, doing Gerblin shit. And the idea comes up somehow in the group, just, man, you know what I would do if I had one of those fucking wands? And there we are.
I would try to live for 2 weeks. 2 whole weeks.
Oh, fuck you! No, I can live for 2 fucking weeks. That's crazy.
I heard that a guy
crazy.
did once.
No way. That's
you fucking.
lying.
Who said that to you?
And then you see the bunny puppet on her hand, and her left hand goes down behind her leg pit, and it's a different voice and says, "I said it." See?
That's not how. No, I would become a spider instead. That's much more fun.
You're fucking balmy.
No, I'm happy.
What would you do? You gesture.
She said she wanted to be a spider.
Yeah. Weren't you listening?
You want to be a fucking what?
Spider. Wouldn't that be awesome? You could climb walls and catch bugs and no problem.
They're so gross, though.
Bugs are amazing. Haven't you ever snacked on one?
I've snacked on all the things that can be snacked. I've got a very serious voice now because I've snacked so many things. I would play the loudest music ever.
Oh, you should ask to be good at music.
I didn't say good. I said loud.
We all hear you. That's rude. Enough.
It's already loud enough already.
So, let's not just...
Well, let's go get the wand.
I'm 2 days old already. It's now or never.
I'm going on 4 myself. I ain't gonna be around forever. You're right. Those dark wizards will kill us for sure if they catch us, but...
If they catch us.
I want to go out with a bang.
Well, let's get to it then.
I don't want to live for 2 fucking weeks, though. I'm already so old and tired at 4 days.
But all the music that you could play for everyone.
Go out with a bang.
A new album every day. An EP for everyone, all the generations.
Play them backwards. That's 2 records. That's just free money.
How do you guys get it to be the same thing, forwards and backwards?
It won't be. One of them will be significantly better.
You can make it do it all you want.
You're right.
You're right.
We gotta get this fucking wand. I would do anything for that wand. I'd kill me fucking mum for that wand.
But she baked his cookies again. Why would you do that?
Me mum's been dead for days.
Who baked these cookies?
A ghost.
It's still delicious.
Floats around, bacon cooked. They're not really. They're made out of spiders.
They're very good.
Let's fucking do
Are
this.
the goblin ears like dog ears? Like people talk about.
Oh, it's been so long. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in hours.
That feels appropriate. Minutes also seem to be very long as well.
Oh my goodness, I could just listen to you talk for minutes.
All right, well, I'm ready to live forever.
Let's do this shit.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna go get a fucking. Let's go get a fucking key. We need one of them.
Well, you can't just run out there. You gotta be sneaky.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm very good at that. That's my whole thing.
All right. Let's go get a key. And then I think, yeah, we want to go do the key scene.
Yep.
Yeah. How do we do this?
So, okay. So where do we think we're gonna get a key from? From one of the other goblins?
From the big nose goblins.
From the big nose goblin? Okay. So, I think that the big nose goblins, because they're fancy and bougie, they eat at the hottest, slickest ooze pit in the goblin pits. Like they're right there, and all the slime and all the yuck, just like having like a spa day. That's where they hang out,
Like a sauna.
Yeah, like a little slime sauna. And I think that's when we make our move.
I'm gonna put my ancestral heirloom on to try to find the best hiding spots. Shunk.
Well, you now certainly have a bag over your head. So
yes,
see,
it's got eye holes.
So my rock of rolling. So like the goblins think that it's good at rolling because they're stupid, but what it's good at is actually smashing. What is the bag of holding, or what is the bag of finding actually good at?
They had like holes poked in it, and so it just changes the color, kind of not actually like for them, but they think they see things in a different color, and that those places are like more hidden.
So does it actually help you find hidden places? It doesn't do it.
No. Well, the rule book just where it says the goblins may believe that it does a thing just based because it was told them that, and it may not at all.
Well, so like okay, so
but if we're playing it, that it does.
It does have to be good at something. Like I said. It's the rock of rolling, but it's good at bonk because that's all it's actually good for. Okay, well then
this most certainly will,
because it's got to be good at helping you. So is it good at like hiding your face? Is it good at disguising?
Yeah.
I think that people are turned away from it. Actually, like don't like to look at it, and so that's what makes you more sneaky. Is like makes them want to look away.
Because you just avert your gaze. Because because I don't want to see that. Okay, very cool. So you're gonna use that to you think you're trying to find a good hiding spot with that. You're using that, so you can roll. And if you're,
I want to roll to like search clothes or something nearby.
Yeah, I mean you can roll just to try to get in there and do good shit. But I think that your goblin thinks that they're rolling to find a good hiding spot, though, right?
Yes.
Yes,
that'd be what that is for. Yep.
Yep. So roll.
It's a 3.
So something bad happens. So something unfortunate happens in the current scene. An enemy appears. A goblin is left in a difficult position. An opportunity is lost. You describe what happens. If you can add as many NPCs or anything you want to this, but you voice them.
All right. So let me read it through again. Something unfortunate happens in the current scene. Enemy appears. This happens to make up an NPC voice then. Okay. I think what happens here is I don't try to steal a key because I don't know where a key is yet. So we're going to say that I am instead trying to just get close to the specific ooze pool that is for the big nose goblins. Like this is there, and I dip my toe in. But as soon as that happens, I'm tapped on the shoulder, and I turn around to face a an orc towering over me with this, and I have this bag on. He says, "Oi, what are you doing here?" And no words are able to escape. Do I, as far as like taking damage or anything, I think he flicks me. And that's all he does, is just a flick. And it sends me sailing into a rock formation nearby.
Well, so the way that this works is you don't actually take damage here. So you are in that. So what I say makes sense is like the orc is like, "What are you doing?" And that's like the end of your turn. Like you're in a precarious position. Okay. And the next goblin to act actually gets -1 to their roll.
Oh,
is what happens on a something bad.
Sorry.
I'll jump on the grenade. I will try to distract this orc from what's going on with an impromptu, because I'm the drummer, so with an impromptu drum solo. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab 2 smaller Gerblins with my big arms, and I'm going to like hold them down, and then I'm going to like bonk on their heads, and they'll be like, "Ow, ow, 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 fuck, ow, ow, shit, fuck," as I just beat them savagely with drumsticks.
Oh my god.
So what I'm going to say is, because this is something that our clan is particularly good at, our expertise is rocking, I will be able to roll 2d6 on this. But it'll be -1 to both of them. It's how the rules work. Just so make sure I'm not just cheating and lying.
Yeah.
I'm just being like, I'm going to say
sounds like
for
you're
me,
making up some rules.
because it's my turn, I get to do 2. No, like
I get to roll 46.
I'm actually just doing. Actually, I could roll 3d6 on this because I'm using my huge arms, but I only have 2d6 on me, so that's what I'm going to roll. But I get -1 to both of them. So here we go. I got a 5 and a 1, so that knocks me down to a 4, which means something good happens. So I don't succeed either, but something fortunate happens in the current scene. Enemy leaves or is defeated. A goblin gets a lucky break. A new opportunity is revealed. Describe what happens. So I think what happens is I come out here and I just bust this fucking funky Gerblin percussion solo, and like the orc is fucking into it. Like he completely forgets that the other what's your goblin's name? So sorry.
Hoppy.
He completely forgets Hoppy is there, and it's just like, oh, fuck yeah, drums. And so like I've got his attention, and that'll be +1 to your roll, Avon.
Okay, so I understand everything. That means I get to do a thing, and my thing will be Hoppy was trying to get into the pool, and you're creating a distraction. What I would like Twig to do is kind of like stick to the shadows, like around the outside of the ooze pit, while everybody's more on this attention scene, and like slip around to one of the big noses that's on the edge of the pool and see if I can find like maybe a pile of clothes where the key could be. Or is like that seems about right?
For sure. And because you're good at being sneaky, you can roll 2d6.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's your clan's thing, right? Is being good at sneaking?
Good at sneaky, yeah. Or no, that's defining feature for Twig. Expertise for the clan is climbing.
Oh, okay. So yeah, same thing. Same.
Okay, so that was a 1 and a 4, so that means it would be a 5.
Yes, you got a 5. So you actually succeed. So so the goblin succeeds the task of attempting, often in some small, barely noticeable way. Describe what happens and subtract 1 from the difficulty rating of the current stage. So current stage is difficulty rating 2. We'll knock that down to 1. If we get it down to 0, we've done it. So you get to describe now your victory.
So they're able to like shuffle through all the clothes, like where they were trying to go to find that key. So I'm guessing because it's fine to get the key, they won't have found the key, but they at least knocked it off the list. And because of their shuffling, the clothes of the big nose goblin, whatever,
whichever you like.
A few of them end up over the faces of the ones in the pool, and they think it's like the towel mask things where it's like nice and warm and they're just like more relaxed now.
Yes.
Oh yeah, so really into it. So yeah, you've tracked down where the key is. We do need one more success to get it, so you haven't quite got the key yet, but you know where it's at. And then, so the way that this works is we were all sitting in a group. We'd have action tokens, and we'd hand them in, and we go, "Oh, we've all taken our actions. Get our actions back." So now it's our turn, effectively again. There aren't really enemy turns, and this is just when you fuck up, it's bad for you. So like it's just back to our turn, but we don't have to go in the exact same order over and over again. It can be whoever's turn, but we all have reset and refreshed our action tokens.
Okay.
And so
Avon,
back in a circular order? I was to say you're already there.
Avon's already there. She's got her action token back. She's good at stealth. I say she just goes for it again, sees if she can snag it.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can snag it out of one of the pockets. So just sweet.
I would say that's 2d6 again, yeah, because you're still sneaking.
Oh, that's a 6, so...
Yeah, 6. Yeah, there was no modifier. That is definitely a success. Tell us how... And you can actually close out the whole sequence here, because...
Sweet. So, Twig, reaches in, finds the key in one of the pockets. It's probably a gross pocket, right?
For sure.
Disgusting. Full of, well, probably a snack of a bug, but also trash and who knows what else they also keep. Yeah.
Just their own buggers. All the toenails of their whole life.
Yeah.
Their entire
they get
life.
the key and there's the aha moment of they got it, but they don't say it out loud because they're sneaky. They stuff it into their pocket and just kind of whistle, start walking away and kind of whistle quietly just to let the other ones know, hey, let's go. But probably Banga doesn't hear it because of their bad hearing, so they'll probably end up tapping him on the shoulder.
Yeah, if you visually signal him, he can be like, "Alright, Hanky, I'll be here all fucking week and the rest of my life, because that's how long it is. Fucking see ya!" And the orc's like, "Fuck yeah, dude, that's the best! I love it! Yeah!" I really, the little, fuck, shut, ow, shit. I just really want to hear the Ginge mix of that, because I feel like it's going to be good.
He could do it.
It's going to be pretty solid, actually.
Animal, but
I think I gave him enough where he could really...
So because I played my action token, right, in quotation marks, because audio listeners can't hear it, it means it would be you and Devin before I get to play again or get my token back for stage 2.
That would be true, except for these action tokens reset automatically when we go from stage 1 to stage 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every time we go to a new stage, you get your action tokens back. So it's just really trying to get to that success.
Okay.
Getting out. So, we absolutely did it. We got the key. We got out. Everything worked out great. But now we need to procure us some badger weed, which means we're going out to the sticks.